You've just been diagnosed with MS. That's a sentence no one ever wants to hear, and it's completely normal to feel a tidal wave of emotions: shock, fear, confusion, maybe even anger. Your mind might be racing with questions about what this means for your future, your health, and your day-to-day life. Cue the dramatic music, the urge to Google every symptom, and the sudden panic that you need to know everything right now. It's easy to spiral into worst-case scenarios, especially when the internet is full of horror stories and conflicting advice. But before you start bubble wrapping your life or imagining the absolute worst, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath. You're still you, and this diagnosis doesn't change that. Remember, this diagnosis isn't a life-ending sentence, unless you count unsolicited advice as fatal, in which case you might want to invest in some earplugs. Life will throw curveballs, but you're still in the game. Here at I'm Not Myelin, we're all about facts, not fear. We believe in facing MS with information, support, and maybe just a little bit of dark humor to keep things real. We've put together 10 reasons why MS isn't the disaster your anxiety wants you to believe it is. There's hope, progress, and even some unexpected upsides. Stick around. Number 10 might just change your outlook and help you see that this is just the beginning of a new chapter, not the end of your story. Reason 1. The prognosis is often better than you think. When you first hear MS, it's easy to imagine the worst, but the reality is far more hopeful. Many people with MS continue to live full, active lives, and the outlook today is brighter than ever thanks to advances in treatment and early diagnosis. Most people with MS aren't starring in a tragedy. They're living, working, and yes, still arguing about who left the milk out, or whose turn it is to do the dishes. Life's everyday moments, the laughter and the little annoyances keep happening. The dramatic decline you fear, that's not the norm for most. Instead, you'll find people with MS out in the world, walking their dogs, meeting friends at the park, and handling daily routines just like anyone else. Treatments help, people adapt, and life goes on. With new medications and support, many manage symptoms well and find creative ways to stay independent and active. So maybe your future is less opera, more quirky indie film, with fewer pickle jar struggles and a lot more unexpected joy, humor, and resilience than you might have imagined. Reason 2, MS is getting milder, and that's something worth celebrating. Over the past few decades, advances in research and treatment have made a real difference for people living with multiple sclerosis. Just like a software update on your phone or computer, the bugs in MS, those unpredictable symptoms, are less severe for many people today, thanks to new medications and better care. Recent data shows that people diagnosed with MS now are able to stay healthier and more active for much longer than in the past, enjoying a better quality of life. In fact, the average age at which someone with MS needs help with walking is steadily rising, meaning people are staying independent for more years. Sure, MS Light isn't exactly a party, but compared to the past, it's a lot less scary and much more manageable for many. More years of independence, more time for hobbies, and more moments with loved ones. That's a win worth sharing. Reason 3, MS research is booming. Scientists worldwide are pouring time and money into cracking the MS code. Thousands of studies, billions in funding, and new treatments on the horizon. The landscape is changing fast. Today's MS is not your grandma's MS. Progress means hope. Reason 4, there are tons of proven treatments. Gone are the days of shrug emoji remedies. Now there are dozens of FDA-approved options. Pills, injections, infusions, choices for every type and lifestyle. You and your doctor can actually strategize, not just hope for the best. It's about finding your plan, not just crossing your fingers. Reason 5. MS isn't your genetic destiny. Even identical twins don't always both get MS. Genes matter, but they're not the boss. Environmental factors and luck play a big role. Your DNA is a suggestion, not a sentence. You have more agency than you think. Reason 6, lifestyle matters, and you can fight back. Quitting smoking, exercising, and eating well can all help. No magic cure, but real science-backed ways to influence your MS. You're not powerless, your choices matter. Maybe swap a donut for a walk, or at least add a carrot. Every bit helps. Taking control, even a little, is huge. Reason 7, MS isn't easily passed to your kids. The risk for your child is only 2–4%. The odds are overwhelmingly in their favor. MS is complex, not a simple hand-me-down. So if you're planning a family, MS doesn't have to stop you. That's one less worry to carry. Reason 8. Regenerative therapies are on the horizon. Scientists are working on ways to repair MS damage. Think stem cells and remyelination. It's not sci-fi anymore. Real progress is happening. These treatments aren't here yet, but the future looks promising. Today's management, tomorrow's restoration. Hope is real. Reason 9. MS is finally in the spotlight. Thanks to celebrities like Selma Blair, more people get it. You won't have to explain your diagnosis at every dinner. Awareness means less stigma, more empathy, and easier conversations. Sometimes a little understanding goes a long way. Reason 10. Sometimes good things come from tough diagnoses. MS can bring clarity, stronger relationships, and new passions. It forces you to focus on what matters, and discover strengths you never knew you had. Some find new careers, others become advocates. It's not about sugarcoating, but about finding meaning in the mess. Maybe this weekend you'll try something bold. So there you have it, 10 reasons MS isn't the end. Hopefully you're feeling a little lighter, maybe even hopeful. Remember, information and community are power. You're not alone. Support and resources are out there. If this helped, subscribe, and share your own reasons in the comments. Stay tuned. Life and this channel always has another plot twist.